Hello everyone, what's up? My name is Paige Walker and I'm a psychic medium. I use my intuitive and psychic faculties to tune into the energy on the planet, and then my intention is to relay information that's going to help you navigate these energies most easily. So I will preference this by saying that Mercury has just moved into the sign of Gemini, which can affect our communication. So if I mispronounce any of the aspects, forgive me. But this week we have Jupiter going into the sign of Gemini, and it's a big 12-month shift that's going to happen, a big 12-month shift of luck, abundance, expansion and growth. And when it's going into the sign of Gemini, it means that we are expanding our network, we're expanding our communication, we're expanding our learning. And when we are in this playful, curious, open-minded energy, it opens up chances for abundance and growth. So I'm going to break down what's happening this week, because it is a little bit of a chaotic week, and I'm going to share some tips that might help you with navigating this energy. So we have a full moon in Sagittarius on Thursday. We have Neptune sextiling Jupiter. We also have Jupiter aligning with Venus. Very indulgent. So what does that mean on a collective level? We've got 5 planets. We just had 5 planets in Taurus. Very grounded, stable, patient energy, very heavy energy. It means that we really wanted to protect our peace and kind of retreat last month, where now we've got 3 planets going into Gemini. This is an energy of going through your DMs or through your old text messages and starting to reply to all of the messages, because we're craving connection. Gemini is lighthearted, it's fun, it's cheeky, mischievous. Happy birthday to all of the Geminis. We love you, we love your wit and your mischievousness. So as I sat in meditation earlier today, I noticed my thoughts were looping, and it was my thoughts were very loud. And Gemini is the rules communication, right? So you are going to be feeling like you're being pulled in different directions this month, like things are just loud, the mind is loud. So when I sat in meditation, I really got the message through that, okay, we're wanting to focus on the big picture and wanting to get things done, but in order for us to do that, we need to knock off one task at a time. But when we try and do one task at a time, we're getting pulled in all these different directions. Maybe it's your friend texting you, or your WhatsApp group going off, or you just trying to write an essay and you're reaching for your phone. And there's really this energy or this suggestion that we need to ground our energy. We need to ground our energy, and we need to have a little bit of discipline, because every sign, every energy, every tarot card has a higher and lower octave, a high vibration, low vibration. Lower vibration of the Gemini energy is it's quite flighty and frazzled, it can tend to lose focus, has a bit of this squirrel energy. So to not combat that, but to soothe that, we need to have a little bit more discipline with ourselves. So if you've got a task that needs to be done, maybe you can just say, I'm going to turn off my phone for the next hour, I'm going to get this task done, and then I'm going to go for a walk and a coffee with my dog, and just knock off each task like that. Because with this looping mental chatter this week, it can be so exhausting. And sorry, it's not just this week, it's for the next month that we really want to hone in on grounding this energy. So later in the week, we've got this cultivation of excitement building, because we have this full moon in Sagittarius, and when it is mixed with Gemini, oh my God, it is playful, lighthearted, mischievous, curious. It's exciting. It's like that energy of like anything could happen. And there is this yearning for connection this week. There's this, we're stepping out of this Taurus season into communities, into social situations when we can play and have a little bit of fun, maybe even flirt. Who knows what this energy is going to take, where this energy is going to take us. So you might find this week that when you're wanting to connect, it can feel like a breath of fresh air. Quite literally, we've had such a heavy energy with 5 planets in an earth sign. Now it's like we're being lifted into this lighter carefree, playful energy. And we're even being open to different perspectives, because that is what Gemini is. It's open-minded, it's curious. Geminis are the ones that are asking the questions at the parties, and that's how they gather information. That's why they are always learning, because they're always open and curious. So there might be a moment this week where you even look at something that happened last month where something felt a little bit heavy or it had a bit of a sting to it, and this week you're able to look back on it with a more playful, light-hearted point of view. And on Monday you might be feeling a little less productive. You might notice that you're looping and becoming quite ruminative with your thought patterns, and the advice here, this isn't going to be relevant for everyone, maybe just some people, but if you are fantasizing, obsessing about things that didn't work out, you're romanticizing about partnerships, friendships, jobs, opportunities, and as humans we do this as like a self-soothing quick dopamine hit, because we're fantasizing and getting lost in what could have been, but it's not conducive to a healthy mindset and it's being anchored into this reality. And so this week the suggestion is that if you find yourself going down these loops of fantasy of things that could have been, to try and stimulate your mind, either reading a book and getting lost in fantasy, or watching a documentary and just being able to use your brain power rather than just mind numbing scrolling or getting caught in looping thoughts. And as humans it's very normal that we tend to do this, but the suggestion here is if you can try and break this pattern. So the first step is acknowledging it and noticing that you're kind of getting caught on a loop, and then to break the cycle of the thought patterns, and then try and exercise or stimulate the mind with something that you may find enjoyable this week. And I do want to say that we do want to ground into reality this week, and instead of looking at connections and things that didn't work or opportunities that didn't work, it's like just nurturing the relationships and the connections that we do have. So asking yourself, am I reaching out to those people who I enjoy spending time with, and being in that vibration of love and connections? Because if we want to bring in more of that love and connections, the best thing that we can do is to be in that vibration. And this week you might be introduced into someone by chance. It could be, someone on the social media algorithm. It could be a coffee barista. It could be, just some random small talk. And with this energy of Jupiter going into Gemini, we really want to notice how the universe and spirit are trying to communicate with us through small talk, through these small interactions. Maybe so you scroll on social media and someone has a message and it's like, oh, okay, this person can help me and guide me on this next part of my chapter. But I do want to say, on the other hand of that, this week is all about creating great stories. Those stories that you look back on and you tell people things that happened. They never happen from a night of Netflix and chill. So it's really about going outside and creating those opportunities to have those connections over this next 12 months, but definitely over this week as well. And don't worry, this message is reflective and I am definitely listening and taking note as well. So if we have Venus going into Gemini, Venus in Gemini, oh my God, they have the flirtiest style of forming relationships there is out in the cosmos. So everyone's going to be feeling this energy this week. So if you are open and single and forming new relationships, it's a great week to just go out and have some light-hearted flirty connections. But if you are in a relationship and This could be you reigniting some flirty banter between the both of you, or maybe you go on a date where you're learning from each other. Maybe you're going to a museum, maybe you're going out to watch a documentary. But it's a beautiful energy that's on the planet at the moment, and I really hope that you enjoy it. I know that I will be. If you found this information helpful, if it resonated, I would love for you to comment, like, and if you so wish to do is to share this content. It really helps me, and I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah.